I'm the director of the Kaufman Interfaith Institute, but for 28 years I was the Dean of Science. So I've always been interested both in science and in religion, which I sometimes describe as two worldviews that seem to be in conflict. But if you look at them and dig deeper, you can find resonance between them. And now I'm doing the same thing in interfaith, looking at different worldviews that appear to be conflicting, but actually you can find common ground. Dialogue between worldviews is extremely important today, and it's becoming more and more important. You just have to look at the national scene and the international scene and realize that people who seem to have different belief systems often are in conflict, and sometimes that leads to violence. It's very sad. So I sometimes say that I had a wonderful career as a dean at Grand Valley, and now I have a calling. My understanding of being a leader is not being a dictator. For me, it's teamwork. I think of the leader as more like the quarterback who calls the plays, but everyone has to do their own operation. I sometimes say to my staff, I would rather that you work 100% at what you find inspiring than 50% at what I tell you to do. Well, what inspires me is really this, what I call the calling, the fact that this is extremely important to our campus, to our community in Grand Rapids, and also it has implication nationally and internationally. So for me, it's being committed to an idea bigger than myself. That's what inspires me, and that's what keeps me going. My advice is to be open. Don't assume you know it all. It's tempting for people that have a religion to think that it's so important, and it should be. For most people, their religion is very important. It's tempting then to cross the line and say, it's so important to me that I must have the total truth, and that I can speak with assurance what God wants in the world. And that's a very dangerous move. I think the most important thing is to be confident and accepting of what you believe, but at the same time being humble about whether or not you have the total truth, and being open to the fact that there are other big ideas in the world that have merit, and to be open to learning about those.